Adjusting the microphone. Sippy sippy.
I almost spat that over here.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
And I'm Angela.
Welcome back to MillRat. Today we got a really exciting video for you. We are going to be talking about the MillRat Studios collection of games. They basically took Game Night and put it in a box with 4 other boxes. It's a box inside of it's the Russian doll of games. And so we're going to talk about those today because they are going to be on Kickstarter starting on July 14th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to definitely remember the date and put it in somewhere over here. That's right. This date. Yeah, so July 14th, they go on Kickstarter. This is an entire game pack in a box.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to play all 4 of them in a night, I feel like you still have time to play other games too. Like, they're very short, simple, sweet, fun, quick turnover.
Yeah, great games that are good for either a game night with people who don't normally like to play games. It's definitely one that you can bring out for that. It's definitely one you can bring out if you guys just need a smaller game night.
I feel like it bridges the gap between party game and a little bit more of tabletop gaming.
Yeah, they.
I don't know how to describe that.
All 4 of these games have very different vibes, very different feels. They're not. They're very unique. They're not, all just the same thing, gift wrapped and packaged and said, here you go. They do kind of have a similar art theme to them.
Yes.
And I like that a lot. The aesthetics are very cool. It's, I don't want to say it looks cheap, but like everything looks homemade.
It looks in a mix between like
origami art and
yeah, no, a lot of that, I see that in Scrapbook. Origami art mixed with like almost cartoon art, but not fully.
But either way, we are going to talk about them. We have some great quality B-roll that we shot with our friend Nicole, the Cozy Gamer, over on Instagram. Start with one of our favorites, which is Somebody's Why. Somebody's Why is a great party game. It's for 3 to 5, 6 players. Can't remember. Is it 6?
I don't remember these types of details.
Sorry.
We'll insert here.
It's for, I believe, 3 to 6 players. I will definitely put the exact player count underneath. But basically, everyone gets a vowel. A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U. Why are they going to be up to 6?
A-E-I-O-U, and then there's a Y. Someone is always going to have the Y. And so you go around the table, everyone says a word. It doesn't have to be related to anything. It's just think of a word. It's literally a game that gives you analysis paralysis over words.
Well, as I said to the designer the other day in their video, I said the tagline to someone's why should be like, you will forget every word you've ever learned in your life. And then he came back with, yes, and then frantically look around the room trying to name objects.
It's very accurate. So you go around the table, you say a word, and then if your vowel shows up in that word, you take a little token. Those are voting tokens for at the end of the round, and you basically get to then disperse your voting tokens around to whoever you think has the Y, and you're trying to deduce that based off of who takes what tokens, when, and how. You don't have to take them. The person who has the Y can take at any time, but if you have a specific vowel, you have to either take when that vowel is called or not take when that vowel is called. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's honestly, I had more fun just sitting there trying to figure out a word.
Yep.
And it's like, do you play one that has your letter in it for the sake of saying your letter, or do you say something that's going to try to throw everybody off and make them think that you have it when they don't because you want to be the person that wins?
If you throw the word yo-yo, it'll really I didn't think of that until like right now.
No.
That's a good one.
MillRat, think of that one for an expansion. But no, it's a lot of fun. I had a good time playing that one.
Up next is Scrapbook, which is it called fully Scrapbook?
Yeah, it's called Scrapbook.
Oh, okay. We don't have the game in front of us. Probably should look at my phone for my photos of them. So Scrapbook is essentially an interactive game in the sense that you use your cell phones. And it's not an app, like it's not, he hates app-based games. But there will be cards with a bunch of different pictures. That's what we mentioned, like origami and just like little cartoon pictures throughout. And the person picks it without seeing it and holds it up to the rest of the players. And the rest of the players have their cell phones in their hand. And when the active player, or
Yep.
whatever says go, they just scroll through their camera roll. And when they say stop, you stop on whatever you land on, as long as you're comfortable sharing it. And you have to use that photo and something in the photo to resemble something that's in that card. And then you have a grid on the table. And however many people are playing, you will work together and see what in that picture on your phone kind of represents something. You know, like there'll be blades of grass, for example. I feel like if I don't say specifics, it seems so ambiguous. Like there'll be blades of grass on the card, and if there's grass somewhere in yours, you're gonna want to like zoom in on the grass. Like you can zoom in, encouraged, and like place that on the chart. By chart, I mean like outline frame on the table in the relative area that is on the card. And once everybody has their phones down, the active player has to guess between, I think, it depends on how many people, right? So
No,
you have a certain amount of cards.
It's basically supposed to be played campaign style. So you get a very small stack of cards. I think, 8 of them or something like that. And then first round you do 3 of them, second round you do 4, 5,
Right,
6,
yeah.
so on and so forth. You add 1 each round until you reach the end, and hopefully you've gone through the deck.
Yeah, so basically first round, say you have 3 cards, then you take 3 cards and you look at them, and between those 3 cards, the active player has to guess what card they had chosen.
Yeah, I like that game a lot. It does not work well if you're like Gus and only have pictures of your dogs. That's 90% of my camera roll.
Yep.
And so, if you take a lot of pictures, this game is going to be a lot of fun. It's probably my favorite of the whole collection.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think this is an absolutely fantastic game. It's one of the only games I will ever
innovative.
play. Very innovative.
I'll give it that. It's not my favorite because, again, I don't take photos as much. I really don't. It's either I have 3,000 photos. I bet you 90% to 95% are my dogs. So, I mean, they're the same color. They look, they're the same breed.
And I think it's honestly something that I love and hate about the game because of that. But it's fun for me to think of an innovative way to take a picture of our dog and make it into a sailboat. Right? Like, you're...
Fair.
You're not going to be able to do that easily. So it's like, how do I manipulate this photo to fit something on this card? I think that's fun.
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes it's as simple as, do you see that little shade of blue right there? That's supposed to be water. Water, sailboat. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic time.
I won't lie. Can I out myself in this
Yes.
video? So, when we were playing this with Nicole and Bill, she had put just greenery or whatever. I don't know what she put it in, and it was just very obscure, and everyone was kind of like, I don't know how you got that, but you totally accidentally showed me the card when you were looking at it. So I knew the card though. The way you held the card, I saw it. Because you were inspecting the card that I had held up to
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I had saw the card, and I knew the whole time which card it was. I was trying to forget, and I was like, well, and I was really trying to play it ooh, I think maybe that means there's some type of topiary and blah, blah.
She cheated.
Did I cheat or did he F up?
But yeah, that is Scrapbook. The next game is a press your luck game called Bad Eggs.
Yes.
And so what you do with that is you start the round off by taking a bid, basically, on guessing what the active player will roll. So you get 2 dice. You're going to roll those dice, and you have to guess, will they, make a roll of this number between like 1 and 12, or will they roll 3 and 9, or will they roll between 5 and 10? I can't remember the exact details, the parameters of it. But basically, you're going to guess if the active player will get that, and then that determines how many eggs you have to flip. So you're going to get a ton of eggs out here, and you're going to...
Right. I just it's 3 to 11, 4 to 10, 5 to 9, and 6 to 8.
We'll put that photo up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you're going to guess that, and then you have to flip over a bunch of eggs that are in front of you and find yolks. If you find a rotten egg, you can only find 2 of those in a round, or you lose everything.
And there are eggs with the double rotten yolk as well.
And so you're going to flip them over one by one until you reach either the amount that you need to in order to succeed, or you keep flipping until you feel like your luck is run out, and then you just press on that brake.
When someone just keeps flipping without flipping a bad egg, and you're just sitting there like, how are you doing this? Like, that's insane to me.
There are some special eggs out there. There's some peppers, and there's a truck. When you get the truck, everyone has to take all the eggs that they've taken and put them back, including all the positives. So now the batch is completely refreshed, and now you can flip over all these eggs again and increase your odds of getting good eggs, but you also put the bad eggs back in, so those ones are problematic. But yeah, it's a great press your luck game. I don't play nearly as many of them as I would like. This one is definitely it's an innovation with the blind betting of the guessing how many the dice roll portion, and having to flip a certain amount. I did like that a lot, and I just thought it would be I just thought it was a great time.
Absolutely.
Any thoughts on Bad Eggs?
I like Bad Eggs a lot. I think that I feel like there's multiple stages, which is pretty cool in such a small game. The betting, the betting side, and then everyone taking their turn flipping. And I know we talked about how we thought the scoring was pretty simple and genius, where it's 1s and 10s on the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to call that out. It's so simple.
Yeah,
but
so
brilliant.
Your scorecard is just one small card, and you get 2 tokens, 2 clear tokens. One says 1s, one says 10s. So now you go.
So if your score's 31, the 10s would go on the 3, and the 1s would go on the 1. And I don't know. I liked it so much. I was like, so simple.
I really think that more games need to put scorecards like that, in my personal and professional opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And what I have to say too is that
Euro games, that one's for you.
We played the prototype, and it is the best looking prototype. No, seriously, we've played prototypes on cardboard. This is printer paper cut out. Here you go. And so when they told me it was a prototype, I'm like, you're joking, right? It's fully packaged, everything's laser cut, whatever. So I can only imagine what the final product looks like.
Yeah. We should also mention that anything that we do picture is from a prototype,
yes.
So there is subject to change, subject to colors being different, anything can happen, but this is, I believe they said, near final prototype. So hopefully that means that this will deliver quickly, but I can't imagine that this Kickstarter would take any massive length of time. It is so great small box games that take 10-15 minutes each to play.
Yeah, that's about a good time
10-15 minutes a round at most.
I mean, the longest one is someone's why, because no one can figure out a word.
But other than that, these games play
Ideally, that's probably a real fast game.
Yeah. They all play very quickly, very fast, very easy, and they are all just a bunch of fun. But we have one more to talk about.
Yeah, which is my favorite, and I can't really tell you why because it's based on rats. Um, and it's called Footfalls, and this was actually his introduction to MillRat, right? This is the one they were demoing?
Yeah, they demoed this one for me at Captain Con, and so when I met with him then, we talked, we became good friends. We're now going to each other's houses for barbecues every time. Not. But we did get to play this one, and so...
I didn't.
Yeah, I got to play this one with the Mobile Meeple people. Those guys. Yeah.
So when he showed me this game, I was like, oh, this is what I missed out on, and I was pretty sad. Listen, when it comes to conventions, by the second day, I'm kind of weaning. The third day, I'm tapped out, for the most part. Anywho, you're racing your rats to the end to get to a picnic. And you're racing everybody else, and you're going on, like, little docks. I don't know if that's what they're called, but bridges.
Logs,
bridge,
something.
They're bridges. It says bridge.
Sorry.
And there's, 5?
6? No. Yeah.
Of these, whatever. So you place them out, and then you flip them over as you go. Whatever rat gets to the second card first flips it over. So you don't really know how your movements need to go. So there's like no pre-planning and strategizing in that sense. And do you each get... How many rats?
So it depends on the player count.
Yep.
If you're playing with 3 players, then you get 2. And I'm sorry, 3. And then at max player count, you're only using 2 each.
Okay. And then you have you have special action cards. So you get how many movements per round? You get 2 movements.
3, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll put the everything that we messed up on rules down below. And then you get special action cards, which is slide, jump, tether, diagonal, and sink. And again, we'll insert these. So slide basically lets you move 2 spaces. Jump, you can jump over your opponent. I mean, I guess you can jump over yourself. I don't know why you...
And you can jump over water if there's just
like
one space between.
Space, yeah. Tether means you can move 2 rats in the same direction, regardless of where they are on the board. Diagonal, you can move diagonally, and it's the only time you can move diagonally. And sink, you can sink your other opponent into the water, and then they go back to the beginning. The thing with these cards is they rotate, so there's 5 of them. You can only do the first 2,
Yep.
and every turn you move it up, and you put the last one first. So basically, one of them's being played twice, and you don't have to play the special action cards either, but they're going to get you to the end faster, in my opinion. It depends, but the diagonal is really key.
Yeah.
Because usually there's, I don't know, in my opinion, and yeah, so you just want your rats to get to the picnic.
Yeah.
They're just hungry.
I've likened it to Frogger. It's very, very fun. I'm a big fan of how you get the special movement rules and then they slide, and it's not the same every game. You can switch it up. So, and at some point you will get every card of them. It's not like you're never gonna see the diagonal. You're never gonna see the sink.
I feel like Nicole never saw the diagonal or the tether. She was dying to get the tether. I think. And she's like, every time I turns around, it's not. It doesn't come up.
So it's I want to say that one isn't actually my favorite one personally.
It's because I completely demolished you the first time we played it.
You don't have to act so proud of yourself because you beat me in almost every game. But it's just it's a very fast, simple racing game.
Yeah, I really liked it. It's simple, but it also has like dynamic, movements to it. So it's not like it's boring because it's like, okay, I have to move forward. Oh, I can't because there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, there's someone behind me, and I see that a sink's coming up. Oh no! Like, am I? How can I move out of the way? So it's not like you're also kind of playing defense somehow and offense, and also just get me to the picnic.
Yeah. So that is the MillRat game pack. I don't know the pricing. I don't remember the pricing. I think it's gonna be like less than $10 a game, isn't it?
Right? Yeah.
It's something like that. Either way,
It's being sold as the whole bundle though.
Yeah.
They're not being sold individually.
you get the bundle, and it just you basically have a whole game night in a pack there. So if you need a small game night, you need a game night for people who don't normally like playing games, then this is a set that I think that will be a real hit. It'll also be good for families. It'll be good if you have kids.
I can just imagine someone playing Bad Eggs when they're like waiting for their breakfast one day at like IHOP or wherever.
That would actually be really fun.
Yeah, we should have done that. Dang nabbit.
Oh well. So yeah, that is the MillRat Game Night Pack, and please make sure you go find the Kickstarter page, and
It'll be linked. Yeah.
I don't know, we'll have to ask them for the Kickstarter link. But yeah, enjoy. Toodles.
Toodles.